जंग विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतशिष्यमात् अभय शरण अरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की। इस्कॉन ब्यूटी फाउंडर आचार्य डिवाइन ग्रेस प्रभुपाद की। जंग विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतशिष्यमात् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की। श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की। श्री श्री गौर निताय की। श्री वृंदावन धाम की। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Sha Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurung Vaishnavansya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Nitang Tang Sajivam Sadaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanitansya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswating Vyasang Tato Jaya Mudiraye नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टिके। So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 85. Chapter is entitled Lord Krishna Instructs Vasudeva. Text number 16, 17 and 18. Text number 18 is on the board. Before that, I will read text number 16 and 17 along with the translation. Then we will chant text number 18 together. Text 16. Jadrichaya mritang prapya sakalpam yadurlabam sarthe paramadasya vayo gatam tam mayasharaha. Translation. By good fortune, a soul may obtain a healthy human life, an opportunity rarely achieved. But if he is nonetheless deluded about what is best for him, O Lord, your illusory Maya will cause him to waste his entire life. Asoham manoivaite deho chasyan vayadishu sneho pase nibodhanti bhavan sarvam idam jagat. Translation. You keep this whole world bound by the ropes of affection. Thus, when people consider their material bodies, they think this is mine. And when they consider their progeny and other relations, they think these are mine. Text 18, we'll chant together. Jubam nana suto sakshat pradhana purusheshwaro ubharo chhatra chapana avatirno tathatha. Juvam, you too. Na, not. Na, our. Suto, sons. Sakshat, directly. Pradhana Purusha, of nature and its creator. Mahavishnu. Ishvaro, the supreme controllers. Who of the earth. Bhara, the burden. Chhatra, royalty. Chapane, for eradicating. Avatirno, descended. Tatha, so. Atha, you have said. Ha, indeed. Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. You are not our sons, but the very lords of both material nature and its creator, Mahavishnu. As you yourself have told us, you have descended to rid the earth of the rulers who are a heavy burden upon her. Purport. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, in this verse, Vasudeva offers himself and his wife as excellent examples of those who are materially deluded. Although at the time of his birth, in Kamsa's prison, Lord Krishna told Vasudeva and Devaki that his mission was to rid the earth of unwanted Kshatriyas. Still, his two parents could not avoid thinking of him as their helpless son who needed protection from King Kangsha. In reality, of course, both Vasudeva and Devaki were participating in the divine pastime of the Lord's earth under the perfect direction of his internal energy. Only out of transcendental humility does Vasudeva criticize himself in this way. What's happening? Sound system is not working. Mukam karati vachalam panghullanghai te giring jatkripa tamaham vande Sri Gurung dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Isharam. Hare Krishna. So welcome everyone for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam class in Sri Krishna Balaram temple, the home of His Divine Grace, the Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So in this verse, Vasudeva and Devaki are playing the role of a conditioned soul. But Vishwanath Chakraborty Thakur is explaining that Vasudeva and Devaki are part of Krishna's pastimes. They are not ordinary parents of this world. They are the eternal parents of Krishna. So they cannot be deluded by the material energy. So Acharya has explained there are three types of Maya. First category of Maya is Vimukha Jana Mohini Maya. Second category, Sajana Mohini Maya. Third category is Sa Mohini Maya. So what is Vimukha Jana Mohini Maya? Vimukha Jana means those who are against Krishna consciousness, those who are averse to Krishna, conditioned souls. So one kind of Maya bewilders the conditioned souls of this world. That is known as Vimukha Jana Mohini Maya. Then second category is Sajana Mohini Maya. Sajana means Krishna's devotees, pure devotees. They are Sajana. So Krishna also deludes these devotees through another kind of Maya that is known as Sajana Mohini Maya. And third category Maya is Sa Mohini Maya. Even in certain pastimes, Krishna wants to be deluded also. And Maya, by the desire of Krishna, deludes Krishna. That is known as Sa Mohini Maya. So Vimukha Jana Mohini Maya is Mahamaya. The conditioned souls of this world are deluded by Mahamaya potency. But Sajana Mohini Maya and Sa Mohini Maya, they are in the category of Yogamaya. So Krishna's pastimes are conducted by the arrangement of Yogamaya potency. In Brahma Vimohan Leela, Krishna became deluded when he could not see the cowherd boys. Krishna was searching, where are those cowherd boys? Then devotees asked, Krishna knows everything. If Krishna knows everything, then Brahma Vimohan Leela will not take place. If Krishna knows that Brahma has stolen, he has kept the cowherd boys here and there, then Brahma Vimohan Leela will not take place. For nourishment of the pastime of Krishna, Krishna wants to be deluded. And by the desire of Krishna, Yogamaya arranged it in such a way that Krishna is also bewildered. Krishna is searching, where are my covered boyfriends? That is called Samohini Maya. Balaram also became bewildered by this pastime. Everybody became bewildered in Brahma Vimohan Leela. Brahma became bewildered. But Brahma also became bewildered by the desire of the Lord. That is called Sajana Mohini Maya, Yogamaya potency. So here, Vasudeva and Devaki are also deluded. But this is the arrangement of Yogamaya potency. And because of that, they are playing the role of conditioned souls, like ordinary parents of this world. But our acharyas are expertly pointing out the delusion of Vasudeva and Devaki is on the platform of Yogamaya potency. So here parental mood is explained. So it is explained that parental mood of Vrindavan and parental mood outside of Vrindavan is different. Devaki's mood as mother and Mother Jashoda's mood as mother, both are very intense but has difference. Devaki knows Krishna is her son. At the same time, in this verse also, they are telling Vasudeva and Devaki that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. So that knowledge is there. The majesty, the opulence of Krishna is known, accepted by Mother Devaki. But Mother Jashoda is on a different platform. What to talk about accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. Mother Jashoda cannot dream that Krishna can be God. Many people are convinced by seeing different pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan that Krishna must be God. But Mother Jashoda, it's impossible for him to accept Krishna as God. Because in Vrindavan there is no God. That's why it's Vrindavan. If you want to find God, then go to some other place. Vrindavan is not the place. Vrindavan is the place of Krishna, not God. So all the Brajavasis are convinced about that. So Prabhupada writes in Nectar of Devotion, one day Mother Jashoda was talking to her friend, expressing her mood about Krishna in parental mood. She talks like this. He said, people think that Krishna killed all the demons in Vrindavan. But I know who is Krishna. For small things, Krishna becomes scared and hides on my lap. So how this Krishna can kill demons? Actually, what is the reality? Myself and Nanda Maharaj worship Vishnu very wonderfully. And Vishnu is very much satisfied with us. And that's why whenever there is some danger, Vishnu protects Krishna. That is the conviction of Mother Jashoda. Then she continues. Then some people said that Arjuna trees were delivered by Krishna, uprooted by Krishna. How it is possible? Actually, there are some tornado. Cyclone came and uprooted these two trees. And she continues. Some people say that Krishna Balaram lifted Govardhan hill. This is also another impossible idea. Actually, Nanda Maharaj lifted Govardhan hill. So this is the statement. These are the statements given by Mother Jashoda about Krishna. So we'll discuss more about that. So in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami gives 9 levels of devotees in parental mode. 1 to 9. Who is number 1? Number 1 is Mother Jasoda. Motherly affection is more intense than fatherly affection. This is the proof. Who occupies the first position? Mother. Mother Jasoda in Vrindavan. Who is number 2? Nanda Maharaj. Who is number 3? Mother Rohini. Who are number 4? All the elderly gopis of Vrindavan whose sons were stolen by Brahma. That is Vrindavan. All 4 positions are occupied by parents of Vrindavan Dham. Number 5. Who is number 5? Devaki. Who is number 6? All other queens or wives of Vasudeva. Who is number 7? Kunti Maharani. Number 8? Vasudeva. Number 9? Sandipani Muni. So these are the 9 levels of devotees in parental mode. So topmost positions, all top 4 go to the parents of Vrindavan. And out of these 4, Mother Jasoda is at the topmost platform. So on Damodar Leela day, another mood of Mother Jasoda about Krishna and Balaram. Because Krishna Balaram are here. So on that day, Balaram was not there. When some special pastime takes place, Krishna makes sure that Balaram is not there. Because certain people are not so favorable in certain pastimes. So Balaram was not there, and Krishna was bound. Actually, he was arrested by Mother Jasoda. And when he was bound, he understood the pain of the conditioned souls. Because he has no idea. Because he is always free, no? So he is bound. So when Balaram came in the evening, Krishna was very upset. And Krishna immediately complained to Balaram. He said, see, my dear brother Balaram, this is my situation in your kingdom. So you can think the situation of other people. Do something. I want justice. But he did not tell who did that. Then Balaram came to know that Mother Jasoda bound Krishna. So when he came to know that Mother Jasoda bound Krishna, his enthusiasm went down. Before that he was very angry. He wanted to do something. Who has done that? Who has done that? He wanted to punish that person. But when he heard that Mother Jasoda did that, his enthusiasm went down. But still, in order to impress Krishna, he continued. He told Mother Jasoda, you know who is Krishna? He said, yes, tell me. He said, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. He is the cause of all causes. Janmadasya Jata. He started giving lecture about the glories of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. After hearing that, he said, oh, Krishna is God. And who are you? Then Balaram said, I am also God. I am Ananta says, I am Sankarshan, I am this, I am that. Then after hearing that, Mother Jasoda told Balaram that all the gods did not have any other place than my home to take bath. Then she took a stick. And as soon as Balaram saw the stick in the hand of Mother Jasoda, Balaram became very scared and ran away out of fear. This is the position of Krishna Balaram in front of Mother Jasoda. And he went to Krishna and told him, I told you so many times, whatever you do, do outside of this house. I can manage. But this thing I cannot manage. Be bound up like this. So this is the position of Krishna Balaram, and this is the mood of Mother Jasoda. So by this you should understand that sweetness is the prominent feature of Vrindavan. Why it is sweet? Because there is no concept of opulence, position, majesty exists in Vrindavan. They don't care. For them it is not important at all. Actually, opulence, position is very unfavorable to have intimate relationships. That's why Krishna, by the arrangement of Yogamaya potency, makes sure that he forgets he is God, and he also makes sure that all the devotees of Vrindavan forget Krishna is God. That's why relationship in Vrindavan between the devotees and Krishna are very intimate. That's why it is called Madhurya Dham. So Rupa Goswami explains in Nectar of Instruction that superior to Vaikuntha is Mathura. Superior to Mathura is Vrindavan. Superior to Vrindavan is Govardhan. And superior to Govardhan is Radha. Why? Rupa Goswami also has explained, but one Acharya has explained very wonderfully based on rasas. In Vaikuntha, primarily there is one rasa, that is Dasya rasa. But there is Santaras also and half Sakhya. Why half? Because the relationship between the friends and Lord Narayan in Vaikuntha cannot be so intimate. Why? Because Lord Narayan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why maximum the friends of Narayan can do handshake. Not more than that. That's why it is half. That half Sakhya is available in Vaikuntha. That's why 2.5 rasas. In Mathura, all 5 rasas are there. Santa, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya and Madhurya. In Vrindavan also 5 rasas. Then why Vrindavan is superior to Mathura? Because of the same reason. In Mathura, although 5 rasas are there, but those rasas are mixed with Aishwarya. That's not pure Madhurya. Just like Mother Devaki, she is the mother, but she knows Krishna is God. That's why relationship is not so intimate. But in Vrindavan, that opulence is not there. Means nobody cares for the opulence or majesty of Krishna. That's why relationship is very, very intimate in Vrindavan. That's why Vrindavan is superior to Mathura. Then why Govardhan is superior to Vrindavan? In Govardhan, primary rasa is Madhurya rasa. But some cowherd boys are allowed there. Which kind of cowherd boys? Priya Narma Sakha. There are 4 categories of friends mentioned by Rupa Goswami in Nectar of Devotion. And one of them is Priya Narma Sakha. Although they are Sakhas, but they have full access in Madhurya Rasa. And that's why they are allowed in Govardhan. That's why Govardhan is superior to Vrindavan. And why Radhakund is superior to Govardhan? In Radhakund, only Madhurya Rasa. So, according to the analysis of the Acharyas, Dasya Rasa is superior to Santa, Sakhya is superior to Dasya, Vatsalya is superior to Sakhya, Madhurya is superior to Vatsalya. And while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in South India, he was discussing with Ramananda Rai. And through Ramananda Rai, Mahaprabhu revealed this wonderfully. Why? They are superior at one level to another level. In Santa, although it's pure, but there is no relationship of service. That's why Santaras is like neutral. They know the majesty of the Lord, they glorify the Lord, these kind of things are there, but direct service is not there. That's why they are Santaras. There is no mamata. That mamata is not there, relationship of service is not there. But in Dasya, that is there. Service begins. Jiver Sarup Hoy Krishna Nitya Das. That is very, very prominent feature of any relationship. Everybody is a servant of the Lord. And that is there in Dasyaras. That's why Dasya is superior to Santa. But in Sakhya, the devotee and the Lord, they become equal. In Dasya, Lord is superior and devotees are servant, inferior. But in Sakhya, they become equal. It's called Samata, equality. The cowherd boys of Vrindavan, they don't see Krishna as God. They see Krishna as their friends. Right or wrong? And they enjoy life in those pastimes where Krishna plays the role of a friend of the cowherd boys. And Brahma Vimohan Leela reveals that. In Brahma Vimohan Leela, Krishna, after killing Aghasura, he was eating the lunch, right? Eating the food. And all the cowherd boys brought all varieties of food. I heard that they used to bring by themselves. And during Prasadam time, Mother Yashoda, Nandamari used to send also another variety, a lot of varieties of food also to Krishna in the forest. Transportation. Prasad transport was also there during that time. And there is different kind of bhoga offering. Cowherd boys used to taste first the food. They used to put in their mouth. If the taste is good, then they used to take out and put in the mouth of Krishna. And who was observing? Because before that, Aghasur was killed. And all the demigods are there glorifying Krishna's supermost, that kind of activity. And after that, this is happening. And Brahma was also seeing that. He started thinking, oh my God, I reveal Vedas. Bhoga offering I explained also nicely, but I never seen this kind of bhoga offering. So he became bewildered. Mike is also becoming bewildered, I think. Then, Hare Krishna. Then Madhumangal told Krishna that I am a poor Brahmana. I have brought buttermilk. I could not bring better quality food. And the buttermilk quality is also very low quality. It's not fit for your eating or drinking. So I should take that. Then Madhumangal drank the whole buttermilk. And his mouth became like that, swollen, two sides. And by seeing that, Krishna thought I should drink this buttermilk. Then what Krishna did? He pushed that Madhumangal's cheeks like that, and buttermilk from the mouth of Madhumangal entered into the mouth of Krishna. And that was the climax And Brahma was fully convinced Krishna cannot be God. So this is the relationship between cowherd boys and Krishna, and they were sitting surrounding Krishna in circles. Krishna was in the center and they are all in circle. That is called Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means keeping Krishna in the center. And every cowherd boys were experiencing that Krishna is looking at him. How it's possible? Circle means somebody will be at the front, side, back. So Krishna can see through any limb of his body. Angani jasya sakalendra vrittimanti. And Krishna can have personal relationship with unlimited number of devotees. He is not limited. In this world, we cannot maintain relationship with so many people. Nowadays, we cannot maintain relationship with our own intimate people also. But Krishna maintains personal relationship with each and every cowherd boy. That is Krishna. That's why he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Krishna also used to remember, not used to, he remembers the names of all the cows and calves of Vrindavan. In Terakadamba, he calls out the names of all the cows and calves. That is called relationship. If you want to learn what is the meaning of relationship, we have to enter into Vrindavan pastimes. So that is called Sakhya. In Sakhya, they become equal. Then Vatsalya, now devotee becomes higher. Generally, we go to the Lord, please take care of me, please maintain me, please protect me. But in Vatsalya, Krishna does that. Krishna goes to Mother Jasoda, Nanda Maharaj, please take care of me, please protect me, please maintain me. Krishna is dependent on his parents. That is Vatsalya. This is called Sneha. High level of affection. So Krishna becomes dependent on his devotees. Then in Madhurya, why it is higher than Vatsalya? That is also a very interesting point. When Krishna grows little from childhood to boyhood, then when he enters into Kaishara age, that time if Mother Jasoda wants to bathe him, Krishna is not so comfortable. There is some reluctance. That kind of mood is there in Vatsalya. But in Madhurya, there is no sankoch, there is no reluctance. Complete relationship takes place in Madhurya Ras. That's why in Madhurya Ras, Krishna is most complete. It is said Krishna is complete in Dwarka, more complete in Mathura, most complete in Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, Krishna is complete in Sakhya Ras, more complete in Vatsalya Ras, and most complete in Madhurya Ras. So Vrindavan is the epitome of relationship, topmost relationships. So in this verse today, the talk is taking place between Vasudeva and Devaki and Krishna. But we are glorifying Mother Jasoda. But we have to understand that pure devotees are all absolute from the spiritual point of view. But why we are analyzing this? To understand the glories of Vrindavan and try to understand the glories of Brajavasis, the devotees of Krishna in Vrindavan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to distribute Braja Prema Bhakti. which was not given for many yugas, for long time. Anarpita choring chirat, করুণায় অবতীর্ণ কলৌ সমর্পয়িতুম উন্নত উজ্জ্বল রসাং সভক্তি শ্রিয়ম হরি পুরাট সুন্দর দুতি কদম্ব সন্দীপিত সদা হৃদয় কন্দরে স্ফুরতুবা সচিনন্দন. Sachinandan Gaurhari came to distribute Braja Prema Bhakti. That is very important subject matter to understand as Gauriya Vaishnavas.
Yes.
Actually, in this world, most of the devotees are Sakam Bhakta. Niskam Bhaktas are very less. What is the difference between Sakam Bhakta and Niskam Bhakta? Niskam Bhakta means no material desire. Anna Bhilasita Sunyam Jnana Karmadi Anapritam Anukullana Krishna Anusilanam Bhakti Uttama. Uttama Bhakti or Shuddha Bhakti is characterized by the quality of Anna Bhilasita Sunyam. Primarily, we have two kinds of desire. One kind of desire is to enjoy, desire for enjoyment and desire for liberation. If we perform our devotional service to improve our enjoyment or to be liberated from this material world, that is not Shuddha Bhakti. And Mahaprabhu came to distribute Shuddha Bhakti. That's why it is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna Bhakto Niskam, Atev Sant. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakali Asant. In this world, mind is very restless. Why? Because we have material desires. Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi. Bhukti means desire for enjoyment. Those who are on the path of karma, they want to enjoy life. And after giving up the body, they want to go to the higher levels of enjoyment. That is called bhukti. Then mukti, liberation, merging into the effulgence of the Supreme Lord. That is mukti. Siddhi, 8 mystic siddhis. Those who have this kind of desires, their mind will be always disturbed. They cannot be peaceful. Who can be peaceful? Krishna Bhakta Niskam, Atev Sant. In order to be peaceful, we have to give up our material desires. Then we are eligible to enter into sadhana bhakti, given by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. We should not think, only at the level of prema we are pure. No. Sadhaka is also a pure devotee. Siddha is also pure devotee. What is the difference? Sadhaka is a pure devotee, but he still has anarthas. He is not free from the anarthas, but he is also pure. Why? Because his intention is to become pure devotee. He has no other intention in life. He might have anarthas, but he does not want to entertain those anarthas. He wants to be free from those anarthas. That's why he does sadhana bhakti. He practices bhakti. Why? To become free from anartha. Ado saddha tata sadhu sangha bhajana kriya anartha nipriti. Why they do sadhana? To become free from anarthas, not for any other things. That's why they are Shuddha Bhaktas. But they are not perfect. They are practicing devotees. Practice means sadhana and perfection means siddhi. What is the symptom of siddhi? Siddhi means who has attained love of God. Ado saddha tata sadhu sangha bhajana kriya anartha nipriti nishtha ruchi asakti. These are the different levels of sadhana bhakti. Then bhava, then prema. So who has attained prema, he has attained perfection. The purpose of practice is to attain perfection. But devotees at the level of practice, Devotees at the level of perfection, both are pure at different levels. So we have a misunderstanding. Oh, sadhaka can have material enjoyment. No, then you are not a sadhaka. You are a karma mishra bhakta. Karma mishra bhakta cannot attain love of God. They will attain something else. They will attain higher planetary system, maximum mukti. So you have to be very, very careful about this. That's why Mahaprabhu has taught us through Rupa Goswami that if we are to attain love of God, we have to practice Suddha Bhakti. Then Sadhana Bhakti is also divided into two categories. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Both are sadhana bhakti, but there is a difference. What is the meaning of Vaidhi sadhana bhakti? When we practice sadhana bhakti based on Shraddha, faith in the words of scriptures and in the words of spiritual master. That is called Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. And through Vaidhi sadhana bhakti you can attain bhava and prema, but that prema will take us to Vaikuntha planet. But Mahaprabhu came to teach us to attain another types of prema bhakti, which is known as Kevala prema, Braja prema bhakti. And who can attain Braja prema bhakti? Who practices Raganuga sadhana bhakti. By performing Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, we cannot get Braja prema bhakti. Who can attain Braja prema bhakti? Who practices Raganuga sadhana bhakti. And there is a big misunderstanding about Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Externally nothing is different. Externally same. But changes happen internally. The motivation for Vaidhi sadhaka is Shraddha. But motivation for the Raganuga sadhaka is Lobha, greed. They have spontaneous attraction to Vrindavan. They have spontaneous attraction for the Vrajavasis. And they get inspiration to practice sadhana bhakti through them. And Prabhupada used to say, I am that Vrajavas. So therefore, inspiration should come from a person. That is called Raganuga. And when inspiration comes from the instruction, that is called Shraddha. We attend Mangala Arati, that is sadhana bhakti. But why we attend? Because Guru told. We are not so inclined, but we have to do. Why? Because we have Shraddha. But Raganuga Bhaktas, they will attend Mangala Arati not because Guru has told them. He is naturally, spontaneously attracted to attend Mangala Arati. That's the difference. Because he has developed spontaneous attraction. That spontaneous attraction is the foundation of Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Nothing changes externally. It's only the change of mood. Jiva Goswami in Bhakti Sandarbha says, who can do Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti? When his heart is sufficiently purified. That is the qualification. And we need the mercy of special devotees, those who are Ragatmika Bhaktas. Following in the footsteps of Ragatmika Bhaktas is Raganuga Bhakti. So, Mahaprabhu taught this to Rupa Goswami in Prayag for 10 days. And Rupa Goswami, based on those teachings, compiled a wonderful book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. If anybody wants to know the science of bhakti, that is the book. He heard for 10 days and he took 17 years to compile Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And who edited that book? Srila Jiva Goswami. Guru wrote, disciple edited. By that we can understand the level of scholarship of Jiva Goswami. Prabhupada said, there is no scholar like Jiva Goswami. and there will not be any scholar like Rupa Goswami. So we are very fortunate that we are connected with those kind of wonderful acharyas. And Rupa Goswami took so much trouble to compile this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Prabhupada did not have time to give elaborate purport on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He gave a summary study. But somehow, devotees in ISKCON, they read up to 19 chapters. Beyond that, they don't read. Prabhupada wanted to read the whole book. If you want to know the science of devotional service, if you want to know what is Vrindavan, if you want to know the qualities of the devotees of Vrindavan, we have to read the whole Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Because everything is given. Sometimes people say, Prabhupada has not given. That's why you have to find that thing which is not given, they find elsewhere. Because we don't read Prabhupada's books. If we read Prabhupada's books, everything is there. If we read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, if we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, you don't need any other thing in the whole creation to know the topmost devotional service. Everything is there. So our duty is to scrutinizingly study those books. Prabhupada said, I took so much effort. I gave up my night sleep to compile these books, but you are not studying properly. He said, if you are having spiritual difficulty, what is the root cause? You are not reading my books. So we have to read Prabhupada's books. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept love of Godhead in the water of Padma river for Narottam Das Thakur. Right? So one devotee was analyzing wonderfully that Mahaprabhu kept love of Godhead for Narottam Das Thakur in the water of Padma river. Then where Mahaprabhu kept love of Godhead for us? A good question. So one devotee was analyzing wonderfully that Mahaprabhu arranged that love of Godhead through his Senapati Bhakta Srila Prabhupada in his Bhaktivedanta purports. If you dive into the water of Bhaktivedanta purports, you will find that love of Godhead. That is hidden there. Because Bhaktivedanta purports are revealed knowledge. It's coming from the spiritual world. I was hearing that Prabhupada did not want to come to the material world. He told Krishna, it's a horrible place. I cannot stay like the Goswamis of Vrindavan. Krishna told, no, you don't have to do all this. You go, write books and come back. So one of the main purpose of Prabhupada to come into this material world, to write Bhaktivedanta purports. So if you want to know Prabhupada, if you want to be connected with Prabhupada, if you want to experience love of Godhead, we have to dive into Bhaktivedanta purports. Everything is there in Bhaktivedanta purports. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. So any comment or question from the senior Vaishnavas and other devotees? Some cordless mic is there?
Thank you, Maharaj, for a nice class. You said, if I heard wrong, you said that in Mathura there are all five rasas are there. Can you explain that? And second question is, in the purport, in the last it says that only out of transcendental humility does Vasudeva criticize himself in this way.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate more in details, please?
Okay. First is that in Mathura, all five rasas are there. Vatsala is there, Madhurya is there, Sakha is there, and Dasya is there also, Shanta is there.
Madhurya is there?
Yeah, why not? Madhurya is there.
I see.
But Madhurya is mixed with Aishwarya. Okay. So second point, is
Here it says only out of transcendental humility.
it is arranged by Yogamaya potency. So Arjuna also became bewildered. He became bewildered not because of Mahamaya. It was the arrangement of
Yoga.
Yogamaya. In the same way, these talks are coming out from the heart of Vasudeva and Devaki by the arrangement of Yogamaya. That's why it said transcendental humility.
Thank
It's
you.
transcendental.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Mike.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much. In your explanation that Govardhan is higher than Vrindavan because only the Priyanarma Sakhas are allowed, that made me think, so does that mean, that seems to be saying that this Sakya Ras, Priyanarma Sakhas are, just under Madhurya, which would mean they were above Vatsalya. And it made me think of when I read Priti Sandarbha, Jiva Goswami explains Shanta, Dasya, Vatsalya, then Sakya, which he calls prayer. So I was wondering, could you explain a bit more about that?
Why it is higher? Because Madhurya Ras is prominent in Govardhan. That is the primary rasa. But some sakhas are allowed, which is not allowed in Radhakund. So the prominence of Madhurya Rasa is there, that's why it is higher. Because Madhurya Rasa is topmost. We are not comparing between Sakhya and Vatsalya. But these sakhas, although they are sakhas, but they have full access in Madhurya Rasa. And the head of these sakhas is Subal. In the Javat there is a pastime. Subal came with the cows, with the calves, and Radharani went out with the calves, wearing the dress of Subal. So these covered boys are very much interacting with the Sakhis and Manjaris to help Krishna in his Madhurya pastimes. That's why they are very, very special sakhas. That is the point. Okay?
Could you explain why Jiva Goswami gives it in that order?
Which order?
He seemed, if I remember rightly, he gives Shanta, Dasya, Vatsalya, and then Sakya, then Madhurya in
I don't think so.
Priti Sandarbha.
I have to check. According to Mahaprabhu, the level is Santa, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, then Madhurya. We can discuss what he has explained in Priti Sandarbha. That's my understanding.
Maharaj, my obeisances, wonderful class, Maharaj. Thank you so much for elaborating and distinguishing Vrindavan with other transcendental abodes. We have read that since you mentioned the Priya Narma Sakhas are present in Govardhan, but in Radhakund they are not. But we have read that in Radhakund, surrounding Radhakund are the Ashtasakis and also the Manjari's residences are there. And surrounding Krishna Kund or Shyam Kund, there is the residences of the Priya Narma Sakhas. So how do you reconcile that?
Actually, this explanation is given by one of the acharyas. And I was encountered with the same question. But prominence in Radhakund, that primarily it is mostly, you can say in Govardhan primarily, in maybe in Radhakund mostly, or Madhurya Rasa. Maybe their Priyanarma Sakhas are allowed, but in a very restricted way. There's more restriction. Now, the security arrangement is very strict when something very, what I can say, very
Intimate.
special happens. So maybe they are allowed, but maybe very, very restricted, which may be little more easily available in government. That is my understanding, which may be wrong also. But I'll look into that.
Yeah, thank you, Maharaj. And very rightfully, as you mentioned, the sweetness is at its highest zenith in Radhakund because Radharani controls the whole show. And her Bamya Bhav is at its highest.
Yes.
The Madanakya and Mohanakya. That is why it is
Yes.
the most superior in Vraj Mandal. Is that right, Maharaj?
Yeah, that is. You cannot limit explanation. Different acharyas have explained in different angles, and all the angles are right. Rupa Goswami will explain in one direction, Raghunath Das Goswami will write in another direction, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in another direction. All are having their own ways of understanding and explaining, and both all are right.
Perfect answer, Maharaj. Thank you.
Yes. In this world, if you want to establish one thing right, another thing has to be wrong. But in the spiritual platform, it's not like that. Both can be right. Yeah.
Maharaj, you were telling that those who follow the scriptures, those who follow the spiritual master, they will go to Vaikuntha.
I have not said that. I said the inspiration of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti is the instruction of the spiritual master and instruction from the scriptures. That is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. But when inspiration is the personality, you don't need instruction. You are spontaneously doing that.
So does it happen automatically or?
Nothing is automatic in this world.
So how to, we go through this way to Vrindavan?
If you want to go to Vrindavan, you need the mercy of the Vrajavasis. Without that, nothing is going to happen. And to get that mercy, you have to be sincere, crying for that mercy. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's not so cheap thing. Oh, now I am staying in Vrindavan, I become Vrajavasi. It's not going to happen like that. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada is very, very heavy. Those who are claiming that they are staying in Radha Kund, because recording is going on, I will not say that, what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada said. They are not staying in Radha Kund. Can you stop the recording? They said they are staying in Narak Kund. Unqualified people, those who stay at Radhakund, they are not staying in Radhakund, they are staying in Narak-kund.
Hell.
They'll go to hell. And I think Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained who is really qualified to stay at Radhakund, those who have attained the level of Bhava Bhakti. They are qualified to stay at the bank of Radhakund. By staying is not going to change your life so much, unless you know the reality of life. It's not that cheap. Okay?
Maharaj, at one place I read.
It's not working?
So in third canto, I remember that Prabhupada said that to act on the direction of spiritual master with a motive to satisfy Supreme Personality of Godhead is pure devotional service. In
It
one
is also pure. You should not think that people say, oh, going to Vaikuntha means it's nothing. This perfection of life. Goloka Vrindavan is opened up to the public only by the divine intervention of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Before that, it was not open to the conditions also of this world. For them, only Vaikuntha. You have to understand that we are very, very fortunate. In this Kali Yuga, Mahaprabhu appeared, and before that, Krishna appeared in Vrindavan. That's why you are getting this opportunity to know about Vrindavan, to know about Vrajavasis. All this Raganuga Bhakti is revealed only by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for a wonderful class. I was wondering, you mentioned that in Bhakti Sandarbha, Jiva Goswami has mentioned that those whose heart has been completely purified,
Not completely, sufficiently purified.
or sufficiently,
Completely purified means you are a Premik Bhakta.
sufficiently purified can practice Raganuga Bhakti. So, who will decide that his heart is sufficiently
You
purified?
decide.
Yeah. Who will decide
It's
that?
not a matter of decision, it's a matter of reality. I cannot decide, oh, you have sufficiently purified.
No. Somebody may practice Raganuga Bhakti.
He cannot practice. It's a mechanical practice, will become Sahajiya. That's happening with many people. Now I am in the Raganuga platform. Having calm in the heart and thinking I am Raganuga Bhakta. Your last is to be completely away from your heart. That is the meaning of heart should be sufficiently purified.
So how one switches from Vaidhi sadhana to Raganuga? How the
By the mercy of the Brajavasis. Not by purification only. Okay?
Thank you.
Only by the blessings of Ragatmika Bhaktas, we can practice Raganuga Bhakti. Clear?
Yes.
Read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Very clearly, Rupa Goswami explains.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Maharaji, for so clearly elaborating all the rasas and that too in different abodes. So, Maharaj, what rasa Srimati Lakshmi ji shares with Narayan? Because in Vaikuntha, 2.5 rasas are there. So, how to?
Another common question. Although that is a relationship between husband and wife, it should be Madhurya, but it is primarily Dasya. Because Dasya is the most prominent. Lord, my dear Lord. And always at the lotus feet. Lakshmi ji at the lotus feet, no?
Yes.
Radharani is not at the lotus feet. There is a difference. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Last question. Time is 9:15 now.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj, for class. I'm not sure if I heard you correctly. When you talk about the different level of mothers, you mentioned Tulsi Maharani as having a relationship of
She's not a
mother.
mother.
No, it was, who was the second?
Saki.
Yeah. Who was the second last?
Motherly gopis, huh? Kunti Maharani. Oh, I thought I had Tulsi Maharani.
I heard. Yeah.
Not Tulsi,
Yeah.
Kunti Maharani. Kunti Devi.
Kunti Devi. Okay, sorry.
The mother of Arjuna,
Yes. Yeah.
mother of Pandavas. Okay? Clear now?
Yeah.
What was the position of Kunti Devi?
Kunti, mother.
Seventh. Seventh position holder.
Second last. Yeah.
Seventh. Seventh position goes to Kunti Devi. Okay then. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimati Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.